Oh my goodness, that's 620 crit. We're gonna go ahead, toss our rings. Cronus is able to get a pick, he gets his double. That's a beads from Janice, and we're able to clean up the Janice. It's a nice little double kill. What a do, Scooby-Doo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we're going to be playing Ne-Zha in jungle. Ne-Zha received a small rework, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Ne-Zha is an assassin who's great at single target damage. I also have to admit that for about 2.5 years I thought Ne-Zha was a girl, so if I accidentally refer to him as a her or a she, that's my bad. He's a guy. Well, let's go ahead and jump into Ne-Zha's kit. Ne-Zha's 1, Universe Ring Toss. Ne-Zha throws the Universe Ring, bouncing several times, dealing damage, applying a physical protection debuff for 3 seconds, and slowing for 1 second. Each hit also stacks a movement speed buff on Ne-Zha for 2 seconds. Subsequent hits on the same target deal 35% less damage. At level 1 it's going to bounce 4 times, at level 5 it's going to bounce 8 times. The protection debuff is going to be 5 per hit at level 1, 13 per hit at level 5. The slow is going to be 12.5% and it can stack up to 2 times. And the movement speed buff is 5% per hit. Ne-Zha's 2, Flaming Spear. Ne-Zha empowers himself with Fighting Spirit, igniting his spear for increased attack speed and critical strike chance for a short duration. Upon activation, Ne-Zha also heals himself. The attack speed buff is going to be 15% at level 1, 55% at level 5. The critical strike chance is 15%. The duration is 4 seconds at level 1, 6 seconds at level 5. And then the healing actually received a bit of a rework. It used to be you would heal 0.75% of your maximum health per stack. They changed it to where now it's a scale. It's going to be 2 at level 1, 10 at level 5, plus 10% of your physical power per stack. I think they made this change so that way Ne-Zha wouldn't be able to be a tank, build a bunch of health items, and then heal a health percentage. Changing this heal to a flat heal instead of a percent heal should reduce the amount of times that he is played as support. The heal just won't be as effective as a support character with a bunch of health items. Ne-Zha's 3, Armillary Sash. Ne-Zha throws his Armillary Sash, hitting the first enemy god in its path. The target is stunned and Ne-Zha yanks himself towards the target, dealing a powerful blow to all enemies in the area as he arrives. This ability used to be able to critically hit, and now they changed it to where it doesn't. In order to make up the difference, they increase some of the power and the scaling on this ability. Ne-Zha's ultimate, Windfire Wheels. Ne-Zha dashes forward and becomes immune to crowd control. If he hits an enemy god, he lifts them into the sky, banishing them for 4 seconds, unleashing a 3-hit combo. Successfully timed attacks during the combo will result in critical strikes, then smashing them back to Earth at his starting location. This ability hits 1 initial time upon knockup, a 3-hit combo, then again dealing additional damage to enemies in the radius as he lands for a total of 5 hits. While knocked skywards, enemies are considered crowd controlled. This ability did receive a bit of a change. They increased the duration at which you can beads this, but then they also gave him some protections. At level 1, whenever you land, you're going to gain 20 protections, and at level 5, you're going to gain 40 protections. The protections last for 5 seconds. And finally, Ne-Zha's passive, Righteous Spirit. Ne-Zha's spirit is strengthened as he successfully hits enemies with abilities or basic attacks. Each hit provides 1 stack, and each critical hit provides 2 stacks. Stacks reset if Ne-Zha is not taken or dealt damage in the last 10 seconds. Each stack is going to provide 0.5% movement speed, and you can have a maximum of 20 stacks. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 1. Level 2, put a point into our 3. Level 3, put a point into our 2. Level 4, put another point into our 1. Then we want to max out our ultimate whenever we can. Max out our 1, max out our 3, max out our 2. We're going to go ahead and rotate mid. We're very close to getting our ultimate. It's always a good idea to do a beads check before ulting. Need to get some pressure onto this dodgy. We miss our 3. We throw out our 1. We're able to get the pick onto the Janice. We're going to go ahead and put a point into our ultimate. Immediately ult the dodgy. Needs to be able to clean her up. This game was played on the second or third day of the patch before I really knew all the current starts. So we started at speed with our solo laner, went to Harpy Camp, small Harpy Camp, then blue. Ideally, you want to go from speed to small Harpy Camp to blue camp. We're going to go ahead, rotate right. We get the sash onto the Shablanca. He uses his beads, so that's going to be down for a while. Shablanca would be a great target to hit with our next ultimate. In terms of the start, we started with Bumba's Dagger, the tier 1 of Jotunn's Wrath, 3 health potions, and a Hand of the Gods. Bumba's Dagger is going to provide us 50 health and 50 mana. It has a passive that your basic attacks deal 20 true damage, and your abilities deal 30% more damage versus jungle monsters. When a jungle monster is killed, you are restored for 10% of the monster's health and 25 mana. This can be upgraded at level 20. Nezha does have an attack chain, so it is single hit, single hit, single hit, AoE hit. You definitely want to try to use this to your advantage in the jungle. I'm going to go ahead and rotate to the blue buff. One nice little tip is whenever speed is about to spawn, the timer will start blinking. When it starts blinking, start basic attacking and try to have your 4th basic attack hit all 3 jungle monsters right away. We're going to go ahead and check the enemy blue buff. King Arthur is able to get it. We get the sash. We're going to go ahead and just peel back. This is not really our fight. Dodgy is nearby. Cthulhu's here, so we're not going to challenge. Whenever we backed, we picked up the Warrior Tabi. That's just going to give us the most power. Erlon looks to be getting bullied a little bit. He's down 2 levels, about half health. We do have our ultimate. King Arthur did not buy beads. We miss our sash, not a good sign. We use our ultimate. So while in the air with Nezha, whenever we ult, we want to push our right trigger or our attack button whenever the flowers are about to be full. We use our sash, and Erlong's able to get the pick onto the King Arthur. Nezha's sash can cancel characters out of their abilities, so if King Arthur is spinning around in his orange 3 and we sash him, we can cancel him out of that ability. Same with the Cthulhu 2. If he's charging it up, we can stun him out of it. Nezha is really good at single target damage. Nezha can pick out a single target, use his ultimate, and then our team hopefully will be able to clean up the single target. Our speed is up, so we're going to go ahead back, get the tier 2 Jotunn's Wrath.
Ultimate is ready.
I'm going for jungle buff.
We have our ultimate in 5 seconds. We want to try to challenge this King Arthur with our Erlong Shen.
Enemy missing right.
Ultimate is ready. Oh no, one of my guys got
Erlong is still down 2 levels. King Arthur just hit 9. We sash. We use our ultimate. We get 3 crits. Erlong taunts. We activate our 2. We toss our ring. Erlong's going in, so we're going to chase with him. We sash, and we're able to get the pick. Unfortunately, Erlong goes down to the tower.
That isn't good.
No problem.
No problem.
As a jungler, I don't think it's worth the time to hit Totem of Kill. Just leave that for the solo lane. If we take a look at Nezha's passive, it's a flower that gains more petals as we deal damage. Once it gets to 20, it's at maximum stacks. Whenever we activate our 2, we're going to gain 10% movement speed. Well, we get 10% movement speed as we have 20 stacks. We're going to get healed whenever we activate her too. Team's hanging out waiting for red. We're going to go ahead, rotate out, hit the harpies. We don't want to stand there just waiting. Team's hitting it. We're going to walk up and we're getting some of the golden XP. Looks like we missed one small jungle monster right there.
The Gold Fury.
Enemy missing middle.
Cthulhu's here.
Enemy missing middle.
We sash him. Get a basic attack. We're going to throw out our ring. Get some damage onto the Cthulhu. Cthulhu is gone. That was a lot of damage. We're going to kind of zone. Hopefully our team will know and get the Greatest Scorpion. Janus uses his portal to go in. We miss our sash.
Careful middle.
We do have our ultimate. We're going to go ahead and ult this Janus. Our team's closing in. They should be able to clean up the fall damage. Baron's able to get the pick onto the Janus. We're going to go to him back because our speed is up. We're going to be picking up Jotunn's Wrath. Jotunn's Wrath is going to provide us 50 physical power. It's going to provide us 150 mana and 10 flat penetration, along with 20% cooldown reduction. This item received a buff. They bumped up the physical power from 40 to 50. This item does not have a passive because its stats are so strong. The idea with going into Jotunn's is for that 20% cooldown reduction. It's really going to help us ult more often in the early and mid game.
I'm going for jungle buff. Why should I apologize?
No problem.
We're going to go ahead and work on this Greatest Scorpion.
Missing left.
And I just realized we didn't buy 3 health potions, we bought Baron's Brew.
I'll make a nice snack.
Enemies in the left jungle. Enemy missing left.
Since we secured the Greatest Scorpion, we're going to go ahead and sash this Neja. That is a lot of damage. And that is ideally what we're trying to do with Neja. We're trying to set up a single target for our team to close in on, drop their kit on, and then get the pick on. Since we got the Greatest Scorpion, we got an enhanced red and purple buff. The Greatest Scorpion at Gold Fury. The red buff is now going to provide 7% lifesteal, and then the purple buff is going to get 15% additional attack speed, bringing it from 10 attack speed to 25 attack speed. Bit of a fight going on in mid. We're going to rotate to it. We do have our ultimate. Blink in, sash, and we're able to get the pick onto the Cthulhu. You do want to auto attack cancel with Neja, meaning that the ideal combo would be that you dash in with your 3, land a basic attack, throw your 1, land a basic attack, activate your 2, and then chase them with basic attacks. If you throw out your 1 onto a minion wave and it hits an enemy god, you're going to gain increased movement speed and it's going to slow them, and that should make landing your 3 a little bit easier.
Destroyed a right enemy tower. Your left tower has been destroyed. Wait.
On my way.
Dodgy's pushing this Neath. We come in, we miss our sash.
Attack the
She uses her ultimate. We're just going to kind of fall back. Now we're going to close in. Our blink and our 3 was down. If either one of those are up, we would have gone onto that Dodgy. We're going to go ahead and take the Greatest Scorpion that spawned on the enemy side. We use our 3. We're going to use our ultimate, and we're able to get the pick onto the Dodgy. The knock-up damage killed the Dodgy, so we didn't even get taken into this guy. Our team is able to secure the Gold Fury. That is a Janus ultimate down. Neath uses her ultimate. Janus goes through the wall. We're going to go ahead and just back.
My might is unstoppable.
After going into Jotunn's, we're going to be going into Hydra's Lament. Hydra's Lament is going to provide us 40 physical power, 10% cooldown reduction, and 10 MP5. It has two passives. The first and the important passive is that for 8 seconds after an ability, your next basic attack will deal an additional 40% damage. The second passive, which is helpful, is you're going to gain 2.5 MP5 for 10% of your missing mana.
Enemy ultimate down. Ultimate is ready.
So that combo we talked about earlier, we were weaving in basic attacks. That's really going to benefit from Hydra's Lament.
Enemy missing left. Enemy missing.
Oh no, we Sash, Dodgy, and King Arthur here. We have our ultimate to dash away. King Arthur blinks in on us. That's not good. We're going to activate our 2, pop our beads. Oh no, we popped our beads earlier. We get the Sash, but Dodgy's able to get the pick onto us. We saw King Arthur and we're like, cool, let's attack. And then as soon as we used our 3, we saw Dodgy, and then it turned into a bad fight. They expended an ult and a blink on us, so it did cost them a little bit to get the pick onto us. Needs to get the pick onto 1.
I need you to hold very still.
Neitha's doing a good job staying alive right here. She's able to get the pick onto the Janus.
You deserve a beer. That's a three-way.
And she got the triple. Neitha did an amazing job cleaning that up.
That was well done.
Yes. This should do.
We're going to go ahead and drop red buff. The Kronos and Neith are working on Pyromancer. Whenever you secure Pyromancer as a team, it's going to provide you a 40% increased movement speed when leaving the fountain for 15 seconds. So it basically allows you to get to lane a little bit quicker. It also provides everyone on the team some gold.
An enemy has left the game.
That is
Like I said earlier, this was played on either the second or third day of the patch. These servers were a little spotty. He comes back, don't you worry. The calling Neja a girl. I feel like having thought he was a girl for 2 years, I subconsciously refer to him as a she sometimes, and I won't even notice it until I am editing the video. So if there are any of those, I apologize. That's from 2 years of thinking the wrong way. We use our AoE basic attack on the 3 archers to clear a little bit quicker. Kronos is able to get a pick. We're going to rotate over, try to help him out. We do have our ultimate. Kronos goes down. Dodge is very weak though. If we would have hit our Sash, we would have had the pick onto her. We use our ultimate right as she uses her ultimate. We're going to go ahead and just beads it. We get the Sash. Neith's able to get the pick onto the Dodgy. Not a whole lot of point in fighting into this Cthulhu in his ultimate form. Now that he's out, if he wants to keep fighting us, we'll gladly fight him. Looks like he's going to back. Instead of taking a fight where we probably can't get the pick onto Cthulhu, we're going to invade the enemy purple buff, deny them some golden XP, and secure some golden XP for ourselves. If you are invading an enemy camp before the 15-minute mark, you're going to get reduced gold and XP. Since it's past the 15-minute mark, we're getting the same amount of gold and XP as if it was our own camp. After going into Hydra, we're going to go into Arondight. Arondight is going to provide us 75 power, 10% cooldown reduction. It has a passive that whenever we finish ulting, we're going to reveal all gods within 120 units for 8 seconds. While moving towards enemies, we're going to gain 30% movement speed. Our next basic attack is going to deal 40 damage plus 30% of our power. This effect can only occur once every 45 seconds. So right now we are at max cooldown, meaning that we want to ult as often as possible.
Enemy ultimate down.
Jotunn's is a really good first item because we can build other items and get the max cooldown really early on, and then just sell Jotunn's whenever we have more cooldown. We do plan on upgrading Bumba's Dagger into Bumba's Hammer, which has 20% cooldown reduction, so we would sell Jotunn's and pick up a different item. But Jotunn's is a great starter. We're gonna go ahead and Sash Cthulhu in his dash, use our ultimate. We're able to get 3 crits onto him. We're gonna go ahead and rotate towards the Xbalanque. Neith uses her ultimate. Looks like Xbalanque's out. We're gonna go ahead and rotate back to the team fight. Sash onto the Xbalanque. And we're able to clean him up. Oh, our ring toss was just short. That is a Primal Fury. The Primal Fury is going to give our entire team increased damage to jungle monsters. This includes Future Gold Furies, Pyromancer, and the Fire Giant.
Wait. Your middle tower is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and back. We're going to go ahead and start working on Brawler's Beatstick just to get some anti-heal. They don't have any major heals, but I think it's just a nice item to have. Xbalanque probably has some lifesteal going on. I think Janus has Soul Gem, and if he does, that's some lifesteal. So even though they don't have any major heals, it's still kind of a good practice to pick up anti-heal. Heartseeker would also be a good pickup, however, Nezha does not have 3 damaging abilities, he only has 2. King Arthur's here, we're going to start trying to run away from him. Now that our team's here, we're ready to turn and fight. We Sash, cancel him out of his 3. We have our blink, we're going to blink up, Sash, go ahead and use our ultimate. This is going to slow him down, and our entire team knows where he's landing, and he just gets melted from damage. We have a full 5 moving as a team over on the left, so we should be able to get to this tower. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of pressure onto the Xbalanque. He uses his dash, we're going to throw out our ring toss. We're chasing the Xbalanque. He's very weak. We're going to miss our 3. We get hit by the dodgy. She blinks red as we throw our Sash. Our Erlong leaves. Oh my goodness, that's 620 crit. We're going to go ahead, toss our rings. Cronus is able to get a pick, he gets his double. That's a beads from Janus, and we're able to clean up the Janus. It's a nice little double kill. That's a beads from King Arthur. And Cronus is able to clean up King Arthur. We might be able to close out right here. And it looks like that is the end of this one. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.